Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. It's Main Street Today time, and I'm so happy that you're here. We got a big old show ahead of us. I hope you enjoyed yesterday's visit at the Nashville Sounds. So much fun stuff. The Sounds are continuing their homestand against Charlotte, and the homestand is really cool because that means you've got everybody in town. And you've got days and days and days of fun and lots of promotional things, lots of gifts, lots of exciting things. Saturday night is Star Wars night. Our last homestand looked a little bit like this. Nashville Sounds, the homestand against Charlotte continues. You know, if you know about my friends at Horse Plus Humane, they are in Hohenwald, Tennessee, and they do amazing work going where angels fear to tread into the slaughter pipeline, rescuing horses. And for that, they have got a veterinarian on staff that helps them. And part of the things that they do is pulling animals out, and just for a humane end of life, as opposed to another long truckload crowded with no water and no food. Sometimes those vets can ascertain these animals are going to be leaving for their forever home in a pasture, and some will be leaving to be euthanized and get taken from their misery. That's what a veterinarian has a tough task with Horse Plus Humane, and they have a job opening. But I thought that my friend Tawny Priesner could tell you all about it.
We have some sad news. Dr. Nancy will be leaving us.
Life has occurred quite a bit in the past 8 months while I've been here, which is that happened. So I have had to make a decision that I will not be here after October. As I said, it's one of those life decisions. It happens. Things change in life outside of work that require you to make some different changes that way. So just a natural progression. It's not a bad thing. The only thing is we just really need to focus now on finding my replacement to take over the wonderful position here at Horse Plus.
So you want to talk a little bit about that position and like what it's like being a veterinarian here at Horse Plus.
Yes, so one of the biggest benefits here at Horse Plus is you're dealing just with animals here. You don't have, if you're a veterinarian, you don't have all the other owners calling. You don't have to make phone calls to owners at the end of the day with blood work results and all that, because everything is in-house, so that's a good thing. Benefit is it's a 4-day work week. You do have weekends off, which is a benefit. So there is a work-life balance, which is always key of everybody looking for that. You get to work with horses on a regular daily basis. You also have cat and dogs on a daily basis most days. Every now and then we may not have a cat or dog in shelter. It is a true shelter environment. We have animals from auction intake. We have animals from owner surrenders. We have feral strays, cats and dogs especially, that may get brought in. So you have a gamut of different experience. You have opportunity to spay neuter if that is your heart's desire. That is a true need we definitely have. The horses, we have a true need, medical need, just rehabbing them to cases like Benjamin that blow out abscesses that we've spent 2.5 months, and about time we think we're done, he throws us a curveball, but he's back to being okay today. So again, you get to practice some medicine along the way. You get to help some animals in some really horrible conditions, shapes, especially a lot of the auction horses we get. They're older, their lameness to the point of their quality of life is gone. So you do get to help a lot of those horses make the transition to not being in pain. That way you get to see the joyful adoptions, especially when the kittens and them get sent to transfer to other shelters, rescues to be adopted out, the adoptions here in person. So you have a whole gamut of outcomes, emotions, and again, we do have a facility here, the vet barn facility. We have our stocks, we have ultrasound, we have x-ray, we have hydraulic chute for the horses if they're a little bit unhandled. So that's one thing, one less worry on your mind. We do have a vet barn that we have the stalls in that we can care for medical animals that way. And under construction and progress and works is the small animal facility to be able to house all the small animals there. And right now we share space at our horse facility with them here. So again, lots of opportunity to come in and growth and changes and directions. You want to take things along the way to help further the mission of Horse Plus. So lots of opportunity for the person looking for experience in shelter medicine and in a mixed animal setting as well too.
This position also offers on-site housing at a 5-bedroom house on the property of the shelter. If you're interested in this position, if you're a veterinarian, you can fill out the link on our job application. If you're not a veterinarian, please share this video and help us find the perfect vet here at Horse Plus.
I really, really love what they do at Horse Plus, and some of the decisions are very hard, and I know that there are people who would complain that I'm taking this stand, but I am for everybody who saves an animal. If you save animals, I'm in your camp. Just like the reason that I will be at the Johnny Cash Farm September 15th, because the Release the Hounds Festival will support animal rescue in Hickman County, a place that desperately needs our help. It's time for the Release the Hounds Music Festival. It is taking place Friday, September 15th at Johnny Cash's Hideaway Farm in Bon Aqua, Tennessee, raising money for animal rescue in Hickman County. ReleaseTheHounds.org is where you get tickets, but guess who's playing? Flat River Band, Scott Southworth, Jenny Tolman, Travis Tidwell, the Boomtown Saints, and the Outlaw Apostles. September 15th, that's a Friday. Get your tickets now at releasethehounds.org.
A tribute to Ronnie Milsap. The final Nashville show, October 3rd at Bridgestone Arena. A tribute to Ronnie Milsap, featuring performances by Kelly Clarkson, Little Big Town, Parker McCullum, Scotty McCreery, Justin Moore, Tracy Lawrence, and more than 30 guest artists. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster. A tribute to Ronnie Milsap. The final Nashville show, one night only, October 3rd, Bridgestone Arena. Produced by Outback Presents.
I am joined by Joe Curry, who is the owner of Joey's Italian Ice, which I believe just opened up. Is that correct?
Yeah, first Friday.
And how was it the first Friday? Did you have a lot of customers that came in?
Yeah, it was busy. We had a line out the door almost all night. So
wow.
Yeah.
And so just tell us what you serve. Obviously Italian Ice, but is there anything else?
So we serve soft serve ice cream, which can also be made into milkshake sundaes. We also serve an affogato, which is ice cream, or our cream Italian ices, with a shot of espresso poured over the top.
Wow.
But we specialize in Italian ice. We make it all here. We don't use any high fructose corn syrup, no artificial flavors, no dyes. Over 15 options are dairy-free, fat-free, gluten-free, and even the cream ices we make with an oat cream. So they're still dairy-free as the base, but the ingredients like the peanut butter cups or the brownies, those may have some of the allergens. But other than that, we try to keep it as clean as possible.
So what made you want to open up here in Murray County on the square?
Sure.
I mean, most people, you know, when you think of food on the square, I mean, kind of like Southern food, we're in Murray County and there's an Italian ice place. So it's new. It's definitely different to this area.
Yeah, so my wife and I moved here about a year and a half ago from New York. We grew up there, lived our whole lives there. And so Italian ice up north in Philly, they call it water ice. They have it in California and Florida. But it's kind of like something that's on every corner. And so when we moved here with the intention of starting a business, and when we came to visit, we just fell in love with downtown. And so we're trying to find something that would fit down here, that would look cool, you know, kind of be a cool place to hang out, a place where you can bring your family, your children, and things like that. And when we were thinking through what wasn't here, where there could have been a gap, we thought of, hey, Italian ice, we both love it. And so let's make it our own. Let's get rid of all the syrups and the junk and see if we can do it. And it's been a good road so far.
So you said that you moved here from New York, what, a year and a half ago?
Yeah.
So how do you feel about Murray County? It must, because I'm not from Murray County myself. I'm not from Tennessee. Has it been a big change for you?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely, I wouldn't say a culture shock, but New York is very every man for himself. I know you hear it like in movies and things like that, but it is really how it is. If you're not working and then working when you get home on a side job, you're really like not doing what you're supposed to be doing. And everybody's really in a rush for themselves. And so when we came to Maury County, we came to Columbia, I found myself walking quickly across the street, and my wife's like, you can walk here.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to, like, they'll wait for you.
Yeah,
And,
they won't run you over.
And like people would ask me like, hey, how are you doing? And then they would wait for a response. And so it's like something that you're not used to in New York. People are like, oh, how you doing? And they just keep walking. But like here, people actually were genuinely interested in how you were doing. And so that's something that, you know, we really fell in love with. And then of course, downtown is just beautiful. My wife actually, before we moved here, we picked Tennessee as a state. And she Googled cutest small towns in Tennessee during the fall. And the Southern Living article for Columbia came up. And so we came to visit, and within 3 days we had jobs to move here. We had a house locked up, and it just felt like the right move for us at the time.
So it's sort of like bringing a little piece of home, New York, here.
Yeah.
So you grew up, I assume, eating water ice, you called it, or ice water?
In New York, it's called Italian ice. But
Okay.
yeah, in Philly, it's mostly associated as a water ice. Yeah.
And just what sort of flavors do you have?
So we have 20 flavors currently. So we have about 16 natural like fruit flavors that we color with, blue spirulina powder, red beet juice, all natural flavor colorings as opposed to the syrups. And so we have like orange pineapple, peach, mango, blue raspberry, cherry, lemon, mixed berry, toasted coconut, pina colada. And then we also have our cream ices that are a little bit more on like the typical close to ice cream side, but they're still primarily water-based. And that's the fudge brownie, peanut butter cup, cappuccino, cookies and cream, creamsicle is a popular one.
Well, I'm looking forward to trying it out sometime myself. And finally, so you talk about wanting to kind of go all natural. What made you want to do that and make kind of healthier versions of Italian ice and ice cream?
When we started, we were just doing the cart that we have. We have a little push cart, like an ice cream cart that we were doing downtown. And a lot of people came up to us and asked if we had dyes in it. Because their kids had dye allergies. And that's something that I don't know why, but in New York, you don't really hear of.
Do they not really care about
I'm not
that?
Sure, or if
they
it's just, I have no idea, but I had really never heard of children being allergic to dyes. And so at that point, we were buying it from a supplier in New York because we hadn't acquired our machine yet. But once we did, we decided that, you know, we're not going to use dyes. And then once we decided we're not going to use dyes, we said, well, why would we use syrups if we're not going to use dyes? So let's use natural flavor. And then it was like, well, if we're going to use natural flavor, we might as well go all out and do dairy-free, because the majority of stuff is dairy-free, so we might as well. And so we wanted to prove that you can have something like our sign says, no artificial flavors, no dyes, no high fructose corn syrup, gluten, dairy, fat-free, and it still tastes good.
And finally, what are your hours?
So we are open every day of the week, Monday through Thursday, 12 to 9, Friday and Saturday, 12 to 10, and Sunday, 12 to 8.
Okay, fellas. It's time to go to Gospel Fest.
Again? All right.
Yeah, you ready?
Yeah.
You got your bags packed?
Yes.
Okay, Gospel Fest is August 23rd to 27th in Hurricane Mills, Tennessee.
All right. We know we took a train last time.
We did. This time we are going in the truck, and you will behave.
With him? What?
We all have to work
We got to
at
ride
it.
back here with him?
Yes, you do.
It was a pleasurable trip last year. I loved it.
Okay, you will behave. All right, let me tell you about Gospel Fest. Let me tell you what's there. You got some really good gospel singing. You got a craft show. You got a car show.
All right.
Big Mama's cooking food.
Yeah.
And there's a talent show with a wonderful prize package.
Wonderful prize package.
Absolutely. All
Larry
right.
Gatlin and the Gatlin brothers. That's who I want to see.
Okay.
I
All
want
right.
to see the sisters.
Go City. Yeah, Go City.
Go Hopper's going to be there too.
Yeah. Hoppers, yeah.
But you have to behave.
We always behave.
All right. You ready to go?
I am.
We're ready.
Yes.
Okay, buckle up. Oh, wait a minute. I can't reach the mic. Ready? Here we go.
With all the buzz go round and round, round and...
Wait.
Whoa! That was him. That was not me. That was him.
I said behave.
Freddie, you better pay attention. Lord have mercy. We got to get to this thing before days. Like, come on.
I didn't know what to say.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Can you fix it so he can't talk so much?
Yeah.
Okay.
Man, this happened last time.
That work?
That works. That works.
Let's go.
All right, it's going to be a great
While he's
trip.
quiet, let's go.
Get your tickets at gospelfest.co and we'll see you at the ranch. Here we go. Woo!
Y'all, I'm serious right now. They have a dragon here. I saw it. But no, they don't. There's no such thing as dragons. I swear, I saw it. It had huge claws. Get out of here. It had eyes as big as the moon. Come on, I'll show you. Wait up. Do you hear that? We're almost there. Whoa! I told you so. That is a dragon.
I'm Lisa Stewart. Join my jazz combo and me this Friday, August 18th at Fox Locke at Leiper's Fork. The combo features Jeff Coffin on sax, Jody Nardone on piano, Jacob Jezero on upright bass, Ryan Brassley on drums, and Andrew Carney on trumpet. It's going to be a great night of great music from the great American Songbook. Doors are at 7, show is at 8, and tickets are at foxandlock.com. We hope to see you there.
What do you love about being a crossing guard? You are very enthusiastic. I've seen your work in action. You love being like involved.
Yes, I do. My husband says it's because I get to tell people where to go and what to do.
Does he
But
feel
that is
at
so
home
not
too?
true.
Like,
You know, we're just going to skip that
you let him choose his own
conversation.
show every now and then, right? I mean,
Listen.
maybe one.
He's in charge of the remote because I tell him he can be. I love it because, well, I'm a people person anyway.
Yeah.
I get to know the bus drivers. I pray with them. I know when their families are sick, when their babies are born, when they're having surgery.
Yeah.
You know, it's a community, really, the crossing guards and the bus drivers. And you do the same thing with the parents because you see them coming out, you see them coming in, you're in the rain, you're in the snow, you're in the sun. It doesn't matter. And I just figure a friendly wave and a hello and have a good evening or see you tomorrow. The kids love it. It does. And in this culture that we're in, the climate that we're in, you need some nice.
More kindness, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
and the Lord's been good to me, so I just say hi, how you doing? And the little kids wave, and even some of them just go into the daycare will wave to me, and I always wave and say, hi darling, have a good day. It's just a little adding to somebody's day, that's all. A good memory is, my husband is Australian, and we had His oldest son came from Australia in May this year, and him and his wife did a tour of America, and then they went over to Europe and did some stuff there too. Anyway, I had my 2 grandkids with me here on the road, and I got video of that.
Oh, great.
We bought them little vests on Amazon and gave them some hats, and we had a ball. And they were all waving to the people, you know, and all that. So that's a good memory. I've even gotten to know the Mount Juliet police. There's some sweet, lovely police people that come through here, because unfortunately we do have speeders. For the most part, for the most part, people are kind and they know what I'm about. They know what they're supposed to do, and they do it. You do have those people. Sometimes they're teenagers, but sometimes they're parents. So watching me and watching what I do, making sure that my hand signals are clear, that's really important, because then that helps facilitate the buses and the cars and the walkers. We have a lot of walkers and bike riders. We get to know the bus drivers and wave to them. We know what their shifts are, and, you know, hand signals to them. I have one bus driver that comes through, and she blows her air horn every time she comes through, and I kick a field goal like I'm kicking to her.
I got a field goal for it.
So, okay.
There we go. That looks good. That looks good. Hey, thank you so much.
You are so welcome. It's my pleasure. I enjoy it. Thank you.
Singer-songwriter Brittany Elise joins us. How are you today, my dear?
Very well, thank you. How are you going?
You know, I'm doing pretty well. I'm getting to meet a lot of people. Our music is, everybody is doing music right now. They're like releasing all the new stuff. Do you feel, after the crazy time of being shut up in our world, that you feel like you're just about to explode with creativity?
Oh, absolutely. I think I've written some of my ultimate best songs since coming out, and you just want to release as much as you can, but there's time frames. You can't release that much at the same time. But yeah, it's super exciting, and there's so much exciting coming out of so many different artists, which is super exciting.
Where are you calling from today? Where are we checking in with you?
I'm in Nashville, Tennessee at the moment.
You are in Nashville. Okay. I always have to
Yeah.
ask, because, because of our mutual friend, Mike Flanders, and I never know. I said, it could be Australia, it could be, it could be anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where are you from originally?
I'm originally from Australia, so Mackay in North Queensland in Australia, so pretty much a beach town, beautiful on the coast there. And I've now been in Nashville for a little while, and I'm literally heading back to Australia in the next couple of weeks.
I was about to
for my
say,
tour.
how homesick are you for the beach?
Oh, the beach, definitely. But it's funny, the town that I live in and Nashville, Tennessee, other than the music level, it's very similar and, very community orientated and just beautiful people. So it feels home here.
When you were growing up, who were the people that made you want to be in music? There's always those people that as a little girl you would watch and you go, I want to do that.
Absolutely. I think as a young female artist as well, Dolly Parton's one of the ones that paved the way for us. But Loretta Lynn, I'm a coal miner daughter myself. So, those
Wow.
songs as well. So growing up, we have some Australian artists like Slim Dusty in country music as well, that we would take long road trips. Like my dad, I just remember we'd go on a road trip just so we could play all of Slim Dusty's albums. And I'll remember that for the rest of my life, and there's so many, and there's so many incredible artists now as well that are just great songwriters, great performers, but they're working really hard. And I aspire to be like that as well.
One of the things that impresses me about Australian country music is the story song. Much like it is in Ireland, the story song is still very important. When you write, do you write story songs sometimes as well?
Absolutely. I think the most important thing of songwriting personally is relatability. So it might be me telling my story or I'm telling your story, whatever it is. But I think if we can find that universal message as well, that story is super important, as well as all the added sounds that come with it.
What has been the most open door that you found in Nashville? Was it other songwriters? Was it other artists? Was it people in the production realm, or maybe just someone that you met when you first got here?
To be honest, a little bit of everything. So meeting Michael Flanders, who is my producer at the moment, but then also some rooms that I've been in with songwriters have been just so incredible. Like some people you just really gel with. And so they get me as an artist, they get me as a person. And I've written some of my best songs to date here in Nashville, Tennessee, and they came out really quickly. So it's, you know, everything's a little different, but when you find your people that believe in your music and you as a person, which I've found quite a few since being in Nashville, that's really what works for me. Yeah.
Okay, what's the first meal that you want to eat when you go back to visit Australia?
That's actually a good one. Ours is, it's like a barbecue food, but barbecue to us is different to your barbecue. Okay. So we have, I think it's just my mum's spaghetti bolognese. I can't wait to go see my family as well. And, you know, those home
always
meals.
What's in mama's kitchen.
Yeah, literally. Whatever she's cooking, I'm down. I'm ready for that.
Oh, I love it. And what's different about the Australian barbecue? I know that there's the old line out of the commercial, shrimp on the Barbie, but
yeah, I've heard that a lot since being in Nashville.
I'm sure.
Yeah, it's super funny. But for us, a barbecue is the same name as a grill. So we refer to barbecue as anything that goes on the grill. So we have like sausages, steak, you know, kebabs. We have everything that relates to going on the grill. Which in Australia apparently is different to America. I've learned that we put some different things on there to you guys. So yeah, that's interesting. I've learned a lot about America versus Australia since being here.
Yeah, we just can't get used to the fact that in June it's cold in Australia.
I know.
You know.
Yeah. So, and Christmas time is sunny, our beach time. You know, we go to the beaches for Christmas. And I was talking about this today for some super exciting projects happening here in the States as well.
Well, it is a pleasure to meet you. Where can we follow you on social media?
Oh, thank you. The pleasure's all mine. Thank you for having me. Facebook and Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, everything is Brittany Elise Music. And you could find, hopefully, wherever you're streaming or buying music, it should be available. And you can follow my story.
Oh, that's wonderful. And we will, I promise you. Come back and see me soon, okay?
I will. Thank you so much.
Thank you, darling.
Tired of hanging lights every year? We get it. That's why Southern Nights is here to help. We install programmable lighting on your home or business so you can enjoy beautiful, customizable lighting all year round. No more ladders, tangled lights, or cold nights outside. We do the work, you do the celebrating. Call Southern Nights today and take the hassle out of holiday lighting forever. For a free quote, give us a call at 931-241-3074 or visit our Facebook page at Southern Nights.
Well, that's our show for today. Brittany Elise is precious, and I cannot wait to share some new music from her on a New Stuff Tuesday. This weekend, the homestand continues for the Nashville Sounds versus Charlotte, and our leader, Dave Gould, the president, CEO of Main Street Media, will be throwing out the first pitch on Sunday, Main Street Media Day. We will also be there. You can show us that you've got our Main Street Media television app on your phone or your device, and you get to spin the prize wheel for all sorts of good prizes. That is on Sunday, and we're going to be celebrating some good stuff on Sunday. NashvilleSounds.com. And if you want to continue something very cool for your company, season tickets for the Nashville Sounds. You can share them all year long. Lots of games, lots of fun for the whole family. Good, clean fun. And that's the way it is at the Nashville Sounds. I just really love that. You guys, I hope that you will join me at Backstage Nashville. Tomorrow is going to be a fantastic day. One of the new people that you have not seen on any of the stages in a long time is Steve Bogart. Incredible hit songwriter. He's just amazing. And he's going to be on stage along with some fantastic other people. But BackstageNashville.net to get your tickets. They usually sell out, so make sure you call right away. Be safe, everybody. Be kind, and remember you are loved. And have a great weekend. Bye.
We are home. We are family. We are things to do and place to see. Mom and pops, local grown, small business Saturdays. We are Main Street, Main Street, Main Street. We are your Main Street today.